What's going on, Japsters? This is your boy SYNTELL with Intel. Today's Intel involves pissed off monkeys with a gun and a grudge, and another story about an inspiring lesson of hope while traversing the wasteland of Earth with Tom Hanks. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscription button, click the bell icon for up-to-date news breaks, and give us a well-placed thumbs up. Let's get started. All right, so when I first saw this trailer, I didn't really know what to think, but I was intrigued because it involved a monkey with a gun. How can that not be winning material? To make things even stranger, this is a project that's being pushed by Marvel. Yeah, a monkey with a gun that was previously a comic. Yeah, I'm scratching my head too. But if you can make, Rocket Raccoon one of the smartest minds in the universe who creates and steals guns, then why not have a monkey with a gun? I mean, it just seems kind of par for the course. Okay, and if all of that isn't fun enough, the name of the show is Hit Monkey. Yeah, I'm not even really playing with y'all, it's really called Hit Monkey. So if you're like me, you're like, okay, let me see what this is about. So we're gonna hit you up with a quick synopsis. Per Wikipedia, an unnamed assassin was marked for death after his part in a failed political coup. After blowing up a squad of enemy soldiers, he decides to run for his life. Passed out in the snow after 4 days of fleeing, he was rescued by a troop of Japanese snow monkeys. The monkeys allowed the assassin into their clan, with the exception of one lonely monkey. The man knew that he would be hunted, so he trained daily using snowmen as training dummies. Quietly, the monkey that distrusted him watched and eventually picked up on the fighting skills. You know what this kind of reminds me of? You remember in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the original live action film, when Shredder the rat is watching his Japanese sensei do all of his martial arts and he's like doing all the little kicks in his cage? That's kind of like what this is reminding me of. The assassin's health begins to fail, and as the tribe of monkeys try to save him, the lone monkey objective, eventually fighting the rest of the group with his newfound skills. Because of the violence he displayed, the monkey was banished from his clan. However, on his own, he saw a group of men on their way to kill the assassin. He tried to run back and warn his tribe, but it was too late. The assassin had been killed as well as the rest of the monkeys. So my man is over here like, yo, I don't like this new guy, but all the other monkeys was like, nah, he's cool. He's like, no, I told y'all I don't like him. And he commits to put hands on the other monkeys. And he puts hands on the other monkeys so bad that the monkeys are like, nah, bro, you gotta go. You can't tell me this isn't winning material. So the monkey, furious at his clan's slaughter, the monkey picked up extra guns from the bag and proceeded to kill the entire group of men. Determined to avenge his fallen tribe, the monkey now dedicated his life to killing assassins under the alias of Hit Monkey. This series is created by Will Speck and Josh Gordon. The pair previously directed the Will Ferrell movie Blades of Glory, which is still low-key very funny, and the Jason Bateman comedy Office Christmas Party. Monkey will be played by Fred Tatasciore, and Bryce will be voiced by Jason Sudeikis. Actors George Takei, Ali Maki, and Nobi Nakanishi will also be featured in the series, along with Office Christmas Party actress Olivia Munn. Olivia Munn, we haven't heard from her in a while. I think the last time I heard from Olivia Munn was Christmas Party and then that pretty bad X-Men movie. Takei plays Shinji, an honest politician who used to be a servant that had to take up new responsibilities after some unnamed tragedy, as unnamed so far. Shinji's niece, Akiko, will be played by Munn. Akiko is the future Prime Minister of Japan who recently returned to Japan from the West with dark new ideas. Maki plays Haruka, a cop who recently came to Tokyo on a mission to clean up her city. Her partner, Ito, will be played by Nakanashi. Ito is described as the laughingstock of the Tokyo Police Department with a drinking problem to boot, but he's the only one who believes Hit Monkey is on the good side. So naturally, the only person that believes the monkey with a gun and a grudge is one of the good guys is the police drunk, the town drunk. Oh, you can't tell me this isn't going to be good. It's like, yo, I'm telling you that monkey is one of us. And I'm just, that's all I'm saying, he's one of us. This is the fourth Marvel TV show to premiere on Hulu following the MCU live action series Runaways and Hellstrom and the non-MCU animated Marat. Now this is some important information. Hit Monkey does not take place in the MCU. So for all of you diehard Marvel MCU heads, it's like it's not a part of the canon, you can like relax and just enjoy watching the monkey kill people with guns and swords, hopefully. God, I hope there's swords. Hit Monkey will premiere on Hulu on November 17th, 2021. All 10 episodes will premiere at once, according to Marvel.com. All right, so now that we're done with that monkey business, there was another great trailer that kind of caught my eye. It looks great. It looks like, Dusty Apocalypse and one of my all-time favorite actors, Tom Hanks. So Apple TV Plus has dropped the official trailer for Finch, its forthcoming sci-fi film starring Tom Hanks as a robotics engineer who survives an apocalyptic solar flare, then goes on a trek to the mountains for safety with his trusty dog and robot sidekick. So, yeah, that's pretty much par for the course for Tom Hanks, right? Are we surprised that he would absolutely jump on this type of script? Yes, this is a real movie, it's not a gag. Based on the trailer, it's carefully tailored to push all of the requisite emotional buttons. The film looks like a strange mix of Castaway, Wall-E, and Chappie. In the right hands, that unlikely mix just might work. The title was BIOS when the film was originally announced in 2017. The global pandemic put the planned 2020 theatrical release on hold indefinitely, and Universal Pictures eventually sold the rights to Apple TV, which changed the title to Finch. Okay, now I see you over there rolling your eyes. There are reasons to be cautiously optimistic. The film was directed by Miguel Sapochnik, the mastermind behind several big battle-centric episodes of Game of Thrones, including the episode Hard Home, The Battle of the Bastards, yo, that was a good one. The Long Night, that was another incredible one. Yo, he got some bangers. And the hugely controversial The Bells. It's not controversial, it was just a terrible episode, but we're not going to judge him off of just that one because he had 3 other bangers that we just mentioned. The Spec script by Craig Luck and Ivar Powell made 2017's Blacklist of favorite unproduced screenplays. And you've got the world's most likable everyman in Tom Hanks. I mean, it sounds like a recipe for winning. So, what is this movie about, you ask? Don't worry, I got the scoop. Tom Hanks stars as Finch, robotic engineer and one of the few survivors of a cataclysmic solar event that has left the world a wasteland. But Finch, who has been living in an underground bunker for a decade, has built a world of his own that he shares with his dog, Goodyear. He creates a robot played by Caleb Landry Jones to watch over Goodyear when he no longer can. As the trio embark on a perilous journey into the desolate American West, Finch strives to show his creation, who names himself Jeff, the joy and wonders of what it means to be alive. Their road trip is paved with both challenges and humor, as it's as difficult for Finch to goad Jeff and Goodyear to get along as it is for him to manage the dangers of the new world. So it's kind of like a family movie, and they're driving across the wasteland in what looks like some kind of RV, and he's sitting there telling them, don't make me pull this RV over to a robot and a dog. Sure, why not? We hear Finch in a voiceover ruminating on just how quickly the world turned into an inhospitable hellscape. And I quote, "Goodbye crops and food, goodbye everything." We see him retreating to his underground bunker and befriend Goodyear, who is clearly a very good boy, much livelier companion than Wilson the volleyball and Castaway. Wilson! You can't talk about Wilson and not scream out Wilson. Finch is delighted with a robot that clearly states its mission. Robot must protect dog. But when an approaching storm threatens to wipe out their enclave, the trio embark on the aforementioned road trip, hoping to reach the mountains where apparently they will be safe, or as safe as one can be under the circumstances. You know, you can count on at least a couple of gut-wrenching moments to play out on our heartstrings before it's all over. That's just what Tom Hanks do. He's like, yo, I'm gonna make you cry. The trailer also hints at other human survivors, possibly hostile, hiding in the shadows. Finch debuts November 5th, 2021 on Apple TV. All right, I'm officially done breaking your brain with all that monkey business. That's the scoop for the day. Thank you for hanging out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to receive up-to-the-minute updates. There's also that nifty little thumbs up button that you can hit as well. This is SYNTELL with Intel, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.